you know, we have to deal with the cops coming in and harassing us, calling us trash. Why don't you leave? You know, they torment you, they degrade you, you know. And it's like they took an oath to protect people like us, you know, not to harass us.
We do this because of who we are. We are Sikh. Sikh means student. Who are we students of? The Gurus, which means teachers or prophets. We're the students of our 11th Guru, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and our Gurus tell us to do seva, which means to help others without expecting anything in return. Just as for Christians, Jesus helped others. For Muslims, Muhammad helped others. Similarly, our first Guru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, also humbly served others with love and compassion, and this is why we do this. At the end of the day, we are God's children, and we're all brothers and sisters. Now, if my brother or sister was hungry, it would make sense to give them food, right? But the world doesn't see it that way. They see each other as strangers. We gotta change that. It's not just about feeding people, rather it's about giving people hope. Hope that people care for them. Hope that you have not been forgotten. Hope that someone is out there thinking about them and wanting them to succeed. It's also about remembrance, remembering that we are still one family living in this temporal home we call Earth, remembering that love and compassion connects us, and remembering our faith that God takes care of all and loves us all, whether we see it or not. It's about spreading that love. We tend to dehumanize the homeless, and as they say, consider them like trash. We judge their environment, compare their image to social norms, and worst of all, we ignore them so we don't place ourselves in a moral predicament. We do not treat them as equals. Now you have some who make an effort to help, but do so out of pity, once again not treating them as equals. It is very easy to become swayed in egotism and arrogance, which blinds us and does not allow us to see that it is not just us helping them, rather, they are helping us. They are not trash, rather, they are a hidden treasure.
It's amazing to have people actually take the time to come down here and actually want to know, and not just judge for themselves. Oh, there's a bunch of crazy, drunk, homeless people, and, or like that lady, get away from her, she's homeless. She said that to Terry. And it's like, really, it's not contagious. We don't have a disease.
Of course.
We're not
really cold.
We're not, an arm's not going to fall off,
Yeah.
I mean, come on now, we're human.
Of course.
We just got caught up in one heck of a season.
Yeah.
And we're trying to ride it out. It's still our home. We have a right to be here still. We have a right, we have a right. We have a right to be able to go through a season and not be ridiculed, put down, belittled, kicked. And it was like, yes, our stuff being taken. My mom's ashes were taken and thrown in a trash truck.
By the police?
By the code enforcement and the police. They threw her ashes, and they knew what it was because it was in its own box and it had my mom's name on it. They threw it in the trash, and my mom's final resting place is the bottom of the trash truck. In order to get a job, we need stuff. We need clothes, we need our paper, IDs, stuff like that. And when you're homeless, we have a tendency to have our stuff stolen. We have our stuff stolen by other homeless people. We have our stuff stolen by people in homes. We have our stuff taken by the city, code enforcement, and the police. It's hard to go and get a job when you're worried about your stuff. Worried about hiding it, worried about whether or not you're going to come back and it's going to be gone through, it's ransacked, gone, And all I can say is imagine coming home from work and driving down the street and driving it up into your driveway and your entire house being gone.
There's not really a program out there that will help you get up off the street or give you an opportunity, or anything that we need. There's just not enough.
So,
and if somebody opens up their heart and says, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to choose 5 homeless people, and I'm going to give them that opportunity to see what they can do, and I'm working, and that's all we need.
what does home mean to you?
Not this.